Hello, lovely Aries. How are you guys doing? Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive straight in and see what's going on for you. This week will be for the 17th to the 23rd of February. Okay, so the week ahead. So let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? Let's jump straight into it. For Aries, please, can we get a card out for the overall energy that they will experience for this week ahead, please? Any guidance here? All right, so your keyword or your key theme is all about doubts. All right, so when a card like this will come up, it's just a little bit of guidance to make sure that you're not doubting. All right, let's remove doubt from this week. This says, as an affirmation for you, if you're ever feeling doubtful, I release the need to know all the answers. All right, let's dive in a little bit deeper then. What else is going on for Aries? So releasing the need to know certain things and trying to be in control of all the answers. Maybe, let's see, 2 cards out for Aries this week. Okay. You've blessed a really nice way to start out the week and you have a leg up. Now, both of these are giving me the vibe that, not that there's not much happening. I will dive into it a little bit deeper from what I'm feeling, but usually when the blessed card comes in, it's like you're out of the flow of life a little bit. You're able to relax a bit, or at least able to contemplate. For some reason right now I'm feeling like this is a bit of the Hanged Man. So you might be in this position where you're able to kind of sit and reflect upon it all. I don't know what that means. So let's see how this happens for you guys this week. But the blessed card is all about being able to kind of sit on top of the flow of life. That's what I say. I feel like she's just avoided going into this really fast-paced movement. She's not quite ready for it. So she's feeling blessed where she is. And that might be something that you're having to be mindful of or to appreciate this week. Is that okay? Even though I wish I was in the flow and I wish like my career was taking off a bit more. I wish I was making whatever. Like it's a fast-paced movement that you are not in right now, but maybe wishing you are. But the blessed card is saying it's okay. You're working your way up to be in that position, right, where you're ready for that big flow of life. Right now, you have the a leg up card, which is all about receiving and getting help, okay, and guidance maybe. I always say this can either be the universe that you're getting guidance from and a leg up from, you know, a bit of a boost. Or it could be people around you that you're needing to, a bit of advice from spirit is to allow yourself to depend on others at this time, right? It's okay if you don't know the way. It's okay if you're too tired to continue. It's okay. All that stuff is fine. Usually this card comes in when people are a bit hyper independent, and that's okay. And you're an Aries, right? So you're the emperor. You're used to being in control. You're used to being, knowing of the path ahead and stuff like that. So maybe you have reached a point this week where you're having to trust in something outside yourself to guide you, to take you further, or a partner maybe even to do the things that usually you are doing. So whatever it is, again, that's why I'm saying it does feel like a restful week, but I don't know how it will show up for you. But let's see. Let's see. A little bit of like maybe stagnation. I don't want to say it like that because I do see you're moving and I do see that you're growing. So there is movement there, but maybe it's because it's not you're not actively the one moving, making things happen and stuff like that. It seems outside of yourself. So let's get a few more cards out for you. Let's see. Let's figure out what that is even about. For Aries, please, let's get 2 of these. Bee spirit. I love that. I've been seeing so many bees lately. So it does say that you've been a hard worker. Okay. And you have sweet results await. Okay. So that's good news. One more. Okay, we'll take the one that's showing itself, and that is the peacock, and that says let it shine, right? It's all about your uniqueness and your unique path, but also the shining part is actually coming from the heart. All right, so maybe this is a really important time for compassion and to show love to yourself and to others at this time, and to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable maybe even as well. And there is some maybe uniqueness in your love language, maybe even showing up this week, or what you're needing, right? Anyway, let's grab you a couple of the tea leaf, and then we'll dive into the tarot, and hopefully will tell us a little bit more details. Right, one more. Thank you. And you see how that's pointing to the bee. And this card says, warning you of a problem even now or in the future. And I don't like the word problem because it doesn't, this card usually when I do readings, it doesn't come up to do with just problems. Whatever it's pointing towards is what it's hinting towards. And it's about the bee saying sweet results await. So it's just clarifying that Spirit wants you to know and pay attention to the fact that that is what is being emphasized here. And you have broom, new home, new attitude. This could be a really good time to clean up, a really good time to declutter, a really good time to get things in order in the home space. But remember, this vessel of yours, this body of yours is also the home of the soul. So make sure that we're clearing things out, and maybe that's to do with a new attitude that's coming through as well. All right, so some changes going on within you. Alrighty then, well, let's have a little look and see for the gorgeous Aries. Let's get one card out for the overall energy of this week, please, Spirit. One card to describe how this week will go. 8 of Cups. So there is something about walking away from things that don't serve you emotionally. Okay, so that could be certain habits. I will dive deeper into that to figure out what it is. Maybe you're having to go a different way, and that could be what it is because something wasn't super fulfilling. Let's see the energy of Aries this week. How is Aries showing up this week, please? Okay, well, that's nice. You're focusing on your own fulfillment. And maybe this is where you are taking a bit of a break from whatever you're trying to build at this time to focus on your own happiness and emotional fulfillment. So again, that could be taking that break, from the hustle and bustle. You're focusing a bit more on your emotions, right? All of these cups represent your achievements and your good feelings. So it is also a card of wish fulfillment. So you are definitely going to be feeling good this week, which is nice. Let's see. What is the challenge that might show up for Aries this week? The Knight of Swords. So it is important not to rush things and definitely not to jump to conclusions this week. Now, this can be something outside of yourself with the Knight of Swords. When it's coming up in a challenged position, it could be like a really important message that comes up out the blue, or something that you have to deal with straight away. Or again, it could be some accusations coming through. We'll dive in a little bit deeper into it to figure it out. But your challenge here is to not rush too forward. I remember how I said this is the flow of life, and I was like saying that the blessed card usually is saying that you're not quite ready for that just yet, so you're healing or you're working on something here. It's not the time to jump into the deep end. Okay, so I would say that's your challenge here as well. There might be a part of you that just wants to know the answers, right? That just wants to jump in, just wants to get clear. But so that's your challenge, is probably to kind of wait a little bit, trust a little bit and allow it to work out in its own way. What is the advice card that you have here, please, for Aries this week? What is the advice that you have for Aries? The Wheel of Fortune. It came up reversed. And I feel like, again, Four of Swords being here is a card of healing, taking a break, resting, rejuvenating yourself, regaining your energy again. So taking it easy is going to be an important message for you guys this week. The Wheel reversed as advice. Usually it would just be trust in divine timing. And I will keep with that message. I'm going to clarify to understand what Spirit's trying to say there. But it is about trusting in divine timing. And we see that a lot here anyway, especially with doubt. Release the need to know all the answers. Trust in divine timing and fate. Because this is about, the wheel is always turning. You never really know what's going to come up. But it is kind of fated and divine things. So we'll see. Let's jump into it a little bit more. So with the 8 of Cups, what is this energy of walking away from something? Can you dive a little bit deeper into this, please, Spirit? What is the 8 of Cups doing here as the overall energy? Okay, 5 of Cups. Okay, so our feelings are a little bit, something is catching you in your feelings a bit. 6 of Pentacles could be, again, about something you're working on. It's usually about bringing things into balance. So maybe you are walking away from things that just aren't really giving back. And, it's a general reading, so it could be anything. It could be certain friendships, certain people in your life. It could be certain work things, or maybe some habits you've been trying to incorporate, but, you've started to realize, actually, this isn't really bringing me any energy, for example. It is about you kind of feeling a little bit disappointed that, okay, this is not working out. It's not giving back to me. So you are walking away from things that are not creating an equal balance. Okay, so that's important. And it's kind of good in a way here with the 6 of Pentacles, because we want a balance. And we want an equal exchange of some sort. We don't want to deplete our energy. So, whatever you are kind of walking away there, I think it is going to restore balance. So it's good in a sense. Well, it is good in general, right? Why is the Nine of Cups here in the energy of Aries? The Tower. Why is the Tower here? The Five of Swords, and one more for that Nine of Cups. The wish fulfillment card, you know. Six of Swords in the Wild. Okay, so that could be some travel coming up here, or relocation in some way. So this is an interesting combination because the Tower and the Five of Swords does represent quite a harsh, maybe fallout with somebody, or again, a conflict of some kind, or something just feeling like a defeat, which we've seen in the Five of Cups too. And the Tower definitely feels like the universe stepped in here and something kind of came crashing down, or enlightenment of some way, whatever, however it shows up for you. It can be quite devastating in a way that something has to fall apart when the Tower card happens, even if it's a belief, you know, realize, oh, actually this is what's supposed to happen, which means I can't do that anymore, or whatever. Whatever. I just feel like I'm not going to explain to myself today, and that's okay. I'm a human being. All right. But the Five of Swords, again, feeling defeated, feeling like I wish that happened differently. I wish that never happened. Whatever it is to you guys, the Tower and the Five of Swords is a bit of a difficulty that you've experienced. And that's okay. I forgot to mention to you guys that the Blessed card to me is always about dodging a bullet. You know, like understanding that, okay, I'm glad I didn't do that, or glad that didn't happen because I wasn't quite ready for it, or it wasn't the right thing. Okay, so there is a blessing, or there's a reason why you are in a position that you are, where you're not in that flow, whatever it means to you. I'm speaking in tongues to me here. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm hoping it makes sense to the person I need to say it to. Because it wasn't the right thing. So the Nine of Cups being here, Six of Swords, about moving towards calmer waters and calmer times, especially away from that Five. So whatever conflict or disagreement or defeat that you went through, you are moving towards better times. And that wild card here does initiate a new beginning. Now, this is all around your energy being in the Nine of Cups. So it is a card of wish fulfillment and self-satisfaction. So just remember that. Just be aware of overindulgence of any kind if that's your coping mechanism, because the Nine of Cups can represent that in a way. But the Six of Swords, again, you're moving towards something better, and a new beginning is something that is built better too, because the Tower card, again, just have to mention, usually only comes up when it's not built on the right foundations, right? It's divine intervention for a reason, and it is all happening in your favor. So if you remind yourself, that might help you out a bit. Why is the Knight of Swords a challenge? The Justice card, that's interesting. Why is this the challenge? These are jumping up reverse. One more for that. Ace of Wands. Okay. Now, in a challenge position with the Six of Cups, that just be aware not to jump backwards is important here, especially if you feel like there has been an injustice here and you're unable to let it go, just for somebody out there, because that Ace of Wands usually is good at saying there's a new beginning, new passionate beginning here. And by releasing this Ten of Wands, which is what we're supposed to do, letting go of that baggage here, we're able to start fresh. So don't go backwards. But that Knight of Swords being the accusations, could be from you, could be from someone else, I don't know. There's a sense of injustice here, Aries, and I just feel like you're having a hard time letting that go. So that's your challenge, is to not to rush trying to get your answers from somebody of the past or whatever that is here. I would say to start fresh somewhere else. All right, so to restore that balance again. Okay. And then the Wheel of Fortune, I think that would be the advice as well, you know, not to go backwards. The wheel is turning, so don't allow it to turn backwards. But let's get another card. Why is this the advice, please, for Aries this week? The King of Pentacles, so all about focusing on your wealth, your material well-being. The Hermit jumping on top of the Doubt card as well is really about reflecting. Okay, finding the answers within. You know, if you're ever lacking them, not to rush in and ask, you know, demand it from others, or to go in places where there is just an injustice or a lack of reciprocation. The Hermit is all about self-isolation and figuring out, reflecting, looking at your path, you know, and seeing things from that higher perspective. It's your higher self. So that's where you're going to find the answers. Okay, so maybe you need some quiet time. Maybe you need that rest. Maybe you need to sit in that blessed energy and look upon things in a different light. All right, that could be important. And that King of Pentacles all about becoming grounded, sitting stable. And again, talking about your material wealth and well-being is something to focus on. And that, I would say, is your advice. All right, my angels. So I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you guys have an incredible week. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, if it did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.